What is up, you guys? KrypticElement here, coming at you with a brand new video here to the channel. Today we are doing my second ever Q&A video. The last time I did this was, I believe, the 29th of September last year, so it's pretty much been a year since I've done one of these, so I figured why not give it another go. A couple days ago I made a video where you guys could ask me questions in the comment section of that video, and I also took some Twitter questions, so we're going to be going through them. We're going to give them some answers. First, let's start off with Twitter questions. Our first question comes from Gaming with Serial. He asks, do you think Droidekas will be in Battlefront 2? I don't think they're going to be in there at launch. It doesn't look like they're going to be in the launch, but it looks like from what the developers are saying, like they're listening to the community and what we want, and a lot of people are requesting Droidekas, so I could see them at least trying to put them into the game. I mean, it's not for certain if they'll make it in or not. I think, if anything, they'll be in post-launch content. I definitely think it would be cool to play as Droidekas, but it's all a matter of how they can be balanced. Like, they shouldn't be too overpowered. Like, yeah, they should be good, but they shouldn't be, like, impossible to take down. And another thing is, how would they be implemented? My guess is that I think this should be like a reinforcement that only a few people can use at a time, maybe like a specific time of a match, because I feel like if people are constantly using Droidekas, I feel like that might get a little annoying. That's just me though. But to answer your question, maybe. Well, let's wait and see. Battle Wars 1 goes on to ask, what is my favorite food or foods, why, and what kind of foods do I not like? I think my favorite foods, I know one of them would probably be, it's kind of a weird thing to say, but peanut butter. Just anything to do with peanut butter, just like PB&J's, Reese's, peanut butter on Eggo waffles. I know that's a really weird concept, but you guys have to try it if you haven't already. Eggo waffles with peanut butter is amazing. Peanut butter is one of them. Pizza is amazing. Cheez-Its are good too. In terms of food, another thing I really like is breakfast food. Like good old eggs, bacon, pancakes, home fries. Oh my god, get in my belly. And for foods that I don't like, spicy stuff, I'm not a fan of it. I know some people who are spicy enthusiasts, that's fine. It's not my thing. Next question comes from GD. He asks, what is your favorite restaurant? I think I'm gonna have to go with IHOP, because not only do they serve breakfast all day, which is amazing when restaurants do that, but they also serve like burgers and whatnot, which is, if you're not feeling breakfast, you can easily just get like lunch food or something. So I think that's have to be my favorite restaurant. Electro Trooper asks, what are you waiting for the most in Battlefront 2? I think what I'm most excited for about Battlefront 2 is definitely the inclusion of Clone Wars content, because that's my personal favorite era of the Star Wars universe. It's just, there's a lot you can do with that era when it comes to like a shooter video game. Just a lot of vehicles, weapons, units, planets, battles, you name it. There's just so much to pick from for that era. We've only touched on the surface of what's going to be in the game. I cannot wait to see what's to come for that era in Battlefront 2. Next question comes from Raphael. He asks, what is your actual career you want to get into / study about? So currently I'm a mass communications major, and I'm looking to go into the video production field, whether it's videography, editing, or just stuff to do with like TV broadcasts. Like that's what I'm going for. So yeah, something to do with that field. Our next question comes from Danny Alves Gaming. He asks, do you love me, Daddy? Of course I do. Of course I do, Danny. Next up, we've got JP Raiders. He's asking, if you could have any power in the world, what would it be and why? Also, do you love Jason? Alright, so first question. If I could have any power in the world, it would be to teleport. Like, out of all the superpowers, I think teleporting would be the coolest. Like, imagine just being able to, like, teleport anywhere. Like, I could just go visit London, or just go to Australia, or just, I could go anywhere. Like, you know how cool that would be? I could save a boatload of money on travel costs if I could just teleport anywhere. Like, that'd be so awesome. And of course, Jason, yes, I do love you. To answer your second question, our last Twitter question comes from Cass herself. She asks, what is the dumbest thing you / I have done during our relationship? Oh my god, this is why you gotta torture me like this. Okay, so the only thing that really comes to my mind, this isn't really a dumb thing that I did, in my opinion. Maybe you think differently. Maybe you thought I was crazy for doing this. But for Halloween last year, I dressed up as a cowboy horse mask hybrid. It was just nuts. Here's some evidence.
I'm gonna kick your ass. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, dog.
It's only a matter of time before I get memed about that. Next up, let's move on to YouTube questions, shall we? First question comes from AwesomeAid22. He asks, what's your dream COD? Now, I'm gonna sound really crazy on this one, but I think a Call of Duty that I would like to see is definitely Ghost 2. Now, I know a lot of people didn't like the first one. I definitely can understand why people didn't like it, but I think if a bunch of the problems get fixed up, like the map sizes, the health, like how fast you die, whatnot, I feel like if a lot of those issues get fixed, I feel like it could be a great game, because I mean it's a boots on the ground Call of Duty game. It's set in the modern, but it's technically near future setting, even though everything is pretty much modern technology. And I mean the campaign for the first game left off on a huge cliffhanger, so I would love to see that game be continued. If we don't get that game, however, I would still like to see a modern era shooter. There's a rumor going around that Treyarch is working on a modern day Call of Duty game for their next title. Hopefully that's true, because I would love to see a modern Call of Duty game made by Treyarch, especially with graphics nowadays for like a modern COD. I feel like that'd be tier 1. Up next, we've got 2 questions from Rev. First, he asks, how is Gracie? She's doing good. Haven't seen her in a while, but I miss her. Second question is, favorite gun in COD World War II? I think it's the STG. It's just the gun I feel like I gravitated towards the most during the beta. And it's also like the first gun that comes to mind, so I'm gonna go with the STG. Next question comes from JeremiahC. He asks, who is the thickest boy in the mall? Definitely Barry B. Benson. Just look at this beauty. Next question comes from SausageBoy. He asks, what has been your favorite COD game? I think we're gonna have to go with Ghosts. Now that's crazy to say, but that was the first Call of Duty game I got at launch. It's the first Call of Duty game I hit max prestige on. It's the first Call of Duty game I played all the way throughout its whole life cycle. So that game definitely holds a place in my heart as one of my favorites, but I think a close second is definitely Black Ops 3, because technically that's the game I first started on. I didn't play when it first came out. I played like a month or 2 after, but that was such a fun game. Loved it a lot. Had so much fun playing with friends, just trolling and just, you know, carnage all over. Next up for a question, we've got Kirby. He's got 2. First up, he asks, have I become a myth in this place yet? No, you have not. To answer your question, Kirby, I have not forgotten about you. And I don't think any other elements have either, so. Second question is, you got my dank kush. I got that dank boy. I have no idea. Next question comes from Battlefront Noobs. He asks, favorite game? I think I'm gonna have to go with Battlefront 2, the original Battlefront 2. Just when it comes to how long I've played it, I played that game for years. I have spent days and weeks when it comes to in-game time just playing mods on that game, modding that game. I've just spent so much time on that game. I think I'm gonna have to pick Battlefront 2. It's just, it means a lot to me. It's such a fun game. It's so much fun to mod. It's just, it holds a place in my heart. Favorite YouTuber? I think I'm gonna have to go with Elite Shot. Now, the reason why I say that, like, he posts quality content, but he's also a really big inspiration of mine. He just helps me get through a lot of stuff, just a lot of his advice, and just, I don't know, there's something about that guy where he gets you so motivated. He gets this, like, I don't know how to describe it. It just makes you want to go out and just do some awesome shit with your life. I don't know how to describe it, but he's so motivational. He's inspiring. I don't know. Next question comes from Savage Gamer Plays. He asks, what made you start doing YouTube? I would say what really kicked off my interest for YouTube was watching Vanoss's Black Ops 2 videos. He was like one of the first YouTubers I watched, and it got to a point where eventually I'm just like, why don't I do this? I should try this. And I did. I made a YouTube channel and I started uploading, and here I am. Exterminator goes on to ask, what is the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything? Pudding is the key to all this, guys. Otherwise, nothing would exist without it. Next question comes from TK2005. He asks, what's your real name? My real name is Billy Bob Joe. No, I was playing, it's Pat. Next question comes from DemoTDE. He asks, hi? And to that I say, hello. Next question comes from Star Wars Fan. He asks, what are your future plans with World War II and Battlefront 2? I would say my plans are to definitely upload a bunch of different content relating to both those games. Those are going to be, like, I'd say the primary games I'm going to be playing on my channel. I definitely want to stream both games a lot, and I definitely would like to grow my audience from those games, especially when it comes to my Call of Duty audience, because I would like to grow my audience to sort of like an equal playing field, if that makes sense. Like, one of my goals with this channel is to sort of have both Battlefront and Call of Duty fans and just have them coexist and just all have a big happy family within the table of elements. That's my goal for this channel. And will you ever be getting both Xbox and PS4 versions to play with both sides of your channel? Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be getting the Xbox versions of World War II or Battlefront 2. Because for Battlefront 2, I know I'm getting it for both the PC and the PS4. And I'm at least getting World War II for the PS4. I might be getting that game for the PC also. It depends on how I'm feeling the whole PC port of the game. It depends on how much I want to play the PC version of World War II. So I'm getting 2 versions of both games. That's a lot of money. And especially after buying a really nice computer, buying a second monitor, just buying all this new equipment, I don't know if I'm really gonna have the money for it. I would love to, but I think it's gonna be on the back burner, at least for the first couple months of each game's life cycle. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. His third question is, will you be streaming Battlefront 2 beta? If so, Xbox One or PS4 or both? When it comes to the beta, I can definitely stream all 3 platforms, Xbox One, PS4, and PC. It depends on how much time I have for all 3 platforms, because I know between our coalition streams being on the PS4 and then doing some PC streams, because, you know, one of the main reasons I got this new computer is to play Battlefront 2 on. So PS4 and PC are definitely going to be prioritized, but I'm going to try my best to play the beta on Xbox One as well. Next question comes from UV. What inspired you to do YouTube? I answered this earlier, but I can actually add upon this a little bit, I guess. Another reason why I wanted to start YouTube is a good friend of mine used to play Call of Duty GBs, and he sort of got me into the Call of Duty scene on YouTube. Like, he got me introduced to Optic Gaming. Scumpy, if you guys know who he is, he's like this amazing Call of Duty player. He's one of the best players out there. He introduced me to Nade Shot. It's just, he's one of the reasons why I got introduced into this whole, like, YouTube scene, is through the Call of Duty YouTube community. So that's actually part of the reason why I wanted to start YouTube. I left that out earlier just because I forgot to talk about it. Next question comes from the Classy Fruit himself. Apples or bananas? Choose wisely. Definitely gonna have to go with apples. Apples are just delicious. I love apples. I mean, you can't go banana picking, can you? No, that's only for apples. And there's no board game named after bananas. There's no bananas to bananas. There's only apples to apples. Next question comes from Jonathan. He asks, what are you gonna be doing for October, except for Battlefront 2 and COD betas? All I know is I want to do just like a shit ton of themed like videos and live streams and whatnot, but I do have some ideas for another giveaway floating around. I know you guys really like the last one, so I am thinking of ideas for the next one. Next question comes from Omiki Donald. He asks, have you ever heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? I honestly haven't. If you guys know what that is, please let me know in the comment section, because I've never heard that before. Please, someone explain to me. Please, 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 please. Next question comes from Nick Antilles. He asks, if you could have one other Battlefront or Star Wars channel on YouTube, which channel would you have? Now, I don't mean to not answer your question like this, but I wouldn't want anyone's channel, because, I mean, if you think about it, the people who make these channels, like, say, Battlefront Updates, Star Wars HQ, all those guys, they spend hours and hours and hours and just countless time of their life working on their channel. I would hate to just take something that means so much to them, just take it right away from them. That is like stealing someone's YouTube channel from them, especially a channel on that magnitude. Like, I know this is just a question, but if I ever had the chance to do that, I don't know if I would, to be honest, because that's just like so much time out of someone's life. Imagine being a YouTuber. You have a ton of subscribers. Your channel is like very popular and whatnot. So many people come to your channel has a lot of views, comments, etc. Imagine if someone just took that away. Imagine that. Like, I would be pissed off. I would be devastated. My life would be in shambles if someone just took my channel away. So, I mean, to answer your question, I know it's just a question, but still, I don't know. I wouldn't ever dare take someone's channel like that. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it for this Q&A video. Thank you so much to everyone who asked me questions, both on YouTube and Twitter. It means a lot. If you guys like this video, let me know, because maybe I'll do one in like another couple months or something. Who knows? But I definitely like doing these Q&A videos. It's another way I get to interact with you guys, and it's a lot of fun. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new to join the ever so growing table of elements. And until next time, guys, I'll be signing off. KrypticElement, out of here. Take it easy, guys.